Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and I am actually out here in South Dakota at the Badlands, right outside of Badlands National Park, and I just got done with a much needed break, time off. So I made sure I got all my videos done the week before so that I wouldn't have to do anything, and it was really relaxing. I mean, come on, I gotta sit out here with these awesome Badlands, I don't really know, canyon, I'm not sure what it is, but it was a gorgeous view and it was amazing. It was probably actually my last week off until late December because Q4 is here and it is the prime selling time on Amazon, no pun intended. This will be my 5th Q4 selling on Amazon, so today I'm going to walk you through some of the nice to have and must have tools to make the next 3 months your best selling months yet. I'm going to go over the supplies you need to have on hand. I'm going to go over Keepa really quickly, how to use it, as well as how to use it to tell if Amazon is sharing the buy box. I'm going to go over account level reserves and payouts and how to get next day payouts for your Amazon balance. As well as I'm going to walk you through my new coaching Q4 group, which you are welcome to join. So first up, let's go through the supplies. Now things get really crazy during Q4 and the last thing you want to do is be packing up a massive shipment and run out of poly bags or boxes or tape. I mean, some of it's easy, like you can go to the store and get your boxes or get more tape, but poly bags, especially if you're in a rural area like I was last week, where it takes a week to get your prime Amazon shipment. So you want to prepare and make sure you have everything you need now so that you don't run out later. As always, all of the links, all of my supplies, everything is always below, but I'll move them up into the description of this video so that you can grab it more easily, but all the supplies I use are linked and they're all from Amazon. So because poly bags are one of the harder to get supplies, I actually just stocked up. I got my order last week. And I got my new poly bags, so I've got fresh poly bags. I was actually running out on my last shipment, literally what I'm saying not to do, and I had to use bigger poly bags than I would like to on some of the toys, but it still worked. So the poly bags I recommend are by Spartan Industrial. They look like this, and they are non-repositionable, so they stick once and they're done, which means unfortunately sometimes they stick to themselves and you have to throw that poly bag away. But what you don't want to have happen is the poly bag to open in transit or in the Amazon warehouse and then something falls out. I'm pretty sure this is what happened when I was using my U-line poly bags in the first couple years, because someone complained that they didn't get the full set of the toy that I was selling. It was 2 things together, I think it was plush, and they only got 1, and I sent both, but who knows, one could have fallen out because the bag's open, and I've seen them open while I'm packing. So I do not get repositionable, I get like permanent adhesive bags, and Spartan Industrial is the best. They have all different kinds of bags. Again, I link them all below, so if you want to grab the ones you need. I don't buy the 4-pack anymore, although if you're starting out, the 4-pack is awesome because you get 100 of each one. Now I buy them like as needed, so I pretty much needed all the bags except for the largest one last time, so I ordered every single bag, and now I have like 400 of each, so I'm ready to go for Q4. Poly bags must be clear and they must have the suffocation warning. Now, if you have a bag that you're using that does not have the suffocation warning, you just need to stick one of these stickers on it. So these are the suffocation warning. So for big toys that won't fit in the biggest poly bag you have, you can use a clear recycle, is normally what they're called, trash bags, so recycle bags, and you just cut the top off, tape it sealed, and then put the sticker on it. You must have the suffocation warning if you're using a poly bag. Okay, really quickly, because I think I forgot the most important part of poly bags, which is when you want to use it. Anytime you can physically touch the product. If there's the tiniest little hole where it says fill here or squeeze here, you have to have it in a poly bag no matter what. If you can touch the product, it has to be in a poly bag. Other tools you want to have on hand are, if you're doing bundles, you want this as a set sticker. Someone recently asked if they have to be red. They don't have to be red. I think there's some green ones also. They do want to be a color where Amazon will see it though, so that they're going to notice, like, don't break this up, send this as is. Sometimes they say ready to ship. They can say all different things, but whatever it is, if you're doing bundles, you want to make sure this is on it. And then these round clear stickers. Can you even see that? They're just a clear sticker. I use them, so let's say this was a beauty product. I just seal it like that so the customer knows it's brand new. Obviously, when you're buying beauty stuff or things in little boxes, you want to make sure that they are sealed at store before you buy them, because if they're not sealed, that's not new and you can't sell it, but you just want to check. But anyways, these clear stickers, this is a 1 inch. I think I also have a 1/2 inch, or maybe this is 1.5. Either way, I have 2 sets, one for big boxes and one for little boxes. These are I say a must just because I had a customer complain that something wasn't new, and ever since then I've been sealing them, but they are probably a nice to have if you don't want to buy them, but I would strongly recommend it. The other thing you want to have is your labels, whether you're using a Rollo or a thermal printer or a just regular printer using 30 up address labels. Whatever labels you are using, you want to make sure you have enough on hand. While you can run to the store and get more pretty easily if you have like a Staples or a Walmart near you, it is just another frustration when you're just trying to finish a shipment. So I recommend just stocking up. The reason you want to stock up right now anyways is because all of your expenses, all of your softwares, all of your tools, everything you buy for your Amazon business is a tax write-off expense for your business. So you might as well stock up now and take that tax savings at the end of the year when you file next year. So just know that whatever you're buying for your business, keep your receipts and use it as a tax write-off, because it is. You also want to make sure you're getting boxes. If you're like me and I just grab, because I live in an RV, I grab however many I need for that shipment every week. But if you have room and can stock up, make sure you're stocking up on boxes. Now I get mine from Walmart. This is an example of a smaller one. But these boxes can be used for FBM orders because they are clean. There's nothing on them. You cannot reuse, or you really don't want to. I guess you could do what you want, but you should not be reusing an FBM box because that is going straight to the customer and you want to have a clean, nice look. You are selling this, you want it to be nice and clean. So anyways, Walmart has all kinds of boxes. This is their bigger, smaller box. I have all different sizes. I just didn't grab them to show you, but they make a 6x6, which is a real small one. Or you want to have padded envelopes. I use these for everything because if it will fit in a padded envelope, no matter what size it is, and it's under a pound, you can estimate that it'll be $5 or less to ship it, first class mail, so that's just nice to have. Now also for FBM, you want to take advantage of free supplies, and this is a free envelope from your post office. So sometimes you have to order them online. Again, they are free, but sometimes the post office have them, and whenever they do, I stock up, I grab a bunch. So anything that fits in this will be, I think it's $7.75 to ship. So now you know, even if it's heavy and it'll fit in this and won't get damaged, well, now you know how much it'll be to ship, making FBM so much easier. They also have flat rate boxes. This is not a flat rate box. This is just a priority box. So if you wanted to send a priority mail, no matter what it is, and it fits in a box, well, you can use their free boxes. If they're flat rate boxes, they'll say it on it, but you just want to make sure that you know the cost of that flat rate box so you can estimate that when you are buying and doing your FBM sales. You cannot put first class shipping in a priority mailer. I have seen it happen. You cannot do that. You can only put priority. So if you're going through and picking on Amazon what way you're going to ship it, if it says flat rate, it needs to be in a flat rate, whatever it is. If it's just priority, you can use like that box, which is just straight priority, but you cannot do something like, I can't say a flat rate for this when it's not a flat rate, if that makes sense. All right, so next up we're gonna go to Keepa, which I think is one of the most important must-have tools for selling on Amazon. It is paid, unfortunately, but it's so worth it, and it will help you avoid so many bad buys. It gives you so much information on a product page. I'm gonna walk you through some of it right now. I do have a fully dedicated video on how to use Keepa, which I will link here, but I'm also going to show you how you can use it to know if Amazon shares the buy box. So really quickly, I just went to Dash Waffle Maker because I know Amazon sells them. So I went and found the page, and now we're going to look at it on Keepa. So first up, there's 3 graphs on a paid version, which I have right here. So the first one is how it's been selling, and you can see the prices right here. You can see how much the FBA offers are up here. And you can also see when Amazon sells out of it, which is shown here in white. So you can see Amazon was sold out of it, and so it went up in price a little bit. And again, they are here. So they sell in and out of it. So when I see that, I mean, right now, if I saw it in the store, it looks like they have it, so I probably wouldn't buy it. But if I happen to scan it when they're sold out, well, now I want to look at some more information. You can see also here the rank, so it's got a pretty decent rank all the time, actually. This is a hot little waffle maker, and it has been for a while. And then down here you can see the customer reviews as well as how many offers there are. So you can see there's like 50 offers, 45, 46. There's a lot of offers on this product. But now let's say I found it and I want to know, does Amazon share the buy box? Here's how you can find out if Amazon shares the buy box. This does not work in the Keepa app, so if you're on your phone, you can still look. You would just have to go to the website version of it. So on Safari, if you're on an iPhone or whatever your web browser is, just go to keepa.com, search the ASIN. I think this is only for paid, so I have the paid, so I'm just referring to it that way. It might not be available for free, and it wouldn't shock me. But anyways, on the site, you would just go to this data tab right here. And you want to click here, buy box statistics, and you can see here Amazon has the buy box 100% of the time. Less than 1% they gave it to this other person. So I don't buy anything if Amazon is selling it as a general rule, because I don't want to compete with Amazon, because they don't really share the buy box that often, and when they do, I'll show you in a second, they don't share it all that frequently. So I don't compete with them. But if you want to, or you want to test it out, you can use Keepa to see how much or if they share the buy box at all. So now let's look at the silver version of this. Again, you can see that they kind of sell out of it here and there. But now we want to go to the data tab, buy box statistics. And now you can see 86% of the time Amazon gives it to themselves, but they do give these other, Emily Cantrell gives it 8% of the time, and for higher costs. So it is helpful to know if they are selling the buy box at all, so that you can know if it's worth testing it. Again, I don't buy it, but if you want to, definitely use Keepa. Okay, next up is Amazon Payouts and your account level reserve. So if you didn't know, Amazon will pay you out any money they owe you on a 14-day, 2-week automatic time cycle. Now, sometimes you can request it earlier. The money might not be there based on your account level reserve. And what is your account level reserve? Well, that's that red negative money that Amazon is holding back from you. It's your unavailable balance, and it happens for all sellers regardless of how long they've been selling. However, new sellers feel it more for a couple of different reasons, which I'll get into right now. Amazon will hold back some of the money from your sales to cover things like returns or customer chargebacks, anything that might happen, like your fees that you pay to Amazon if you're a professional seller every month at $39.99. All of that stuff is in your account level reserve. It's money that Amazon is keeping from you for those specific reasons. Now, they hold that money for 7 days from the date that your shipment, your customer order was delivered to the customer. So say a customer ordered something on September 14th, and on September 15th it sent out from Amazon. The customer received the order on September 20th. That would mean the money from that sale you would get on September 27th in your available balance. It would be in your reserve until the 27th, where it's now in your available balance, which will get paid out the next time you get your Amazon payout. Other reasons some funds are held back more in the beginning is because of your just account status overall, your seller reviews. All these different things go into how much Amazon holds back from you, and that is why new sellers feel it and have more held back than a seller like me who's been selling for 4.5 years now. 4 years? Anyways, it's been a long time. My 5th Q4, my 4th year. If you're running into a payout situation where Amazon is holding a lot of your money, there is a way to get next day payouts through Payability Instant Access, where you can get your money next day for anything you sell. So say you sold $500 worth of sales on Monday. On Tuesday, you can get $400 of that because they hold back 20%, just like Amazon does, but they'll give you 80% of what you're owed. So $500 on Monday, you can get $400 paid out on Tuesday with Payability Instant Access. You may have heard me talk about them before, but now they also have a Visa card where you can get your payouts sent to, and then you get 2% cash back on any of your purchases using that card. It's a physical card used anywhere that Visa is accepted, so it's a way to minimize the fee that Payability uses when you get your payouts from them next day, and then you get 2% cash back on any purchases. So it's a really quick, easy way to make sure you're having the money to fund your store. Payability approves you based on your Amazon account history and your sales, so it does not do any credit checks. And if you're approved and you use the link I've given below, they've actually get an added bonus for September where you get $500 extra cash back bonus. So normally it's $250, but for the month of September, it's $500 extra money so you can buy your supplies, your tools, or whatever you want with that extra money. The link is below if you want to use it and get that sign-on bonus. And I have actually had a lot of members in the community using it, and they love it, and they love that card because they are getting 2% cash back. So definitely, if it's something where you need that next day payouts, you can get it with Payability's instant access. You definitely want to have money for Q4 because my first Q4, I regret so much not having enough money to spend on inventory. I was shut down in a very costly, very long week in November, which is like the prime week when you want to be sending in all your Christmas stuff. And I had to sit a week out because I didn't have any money to spend. I was waiting on my next payout. So definitely that would have helped me a lot then. Also in my first Q4, I was gated in everything but grocery. I got ungated in grocery in the first week of November. I placed my order in October, finally got it ungated in November. So it's definitely worth it to get ungated. It's never too late. Definitely whenever you are ready, get ungated. But even just being ungated in grocery and gated in everything else, so toys, beauty, all that, I was gated, I still profited my first Q4. Now here's the crazy thing. In my second year of selling, my first full year, 2018, in the whole year, I did just under $72,000 in Amazon sales. That's not profit, that's just my sales. But from October 1st to December 31st, I did over half of my entire year was in that 3 months. And that is why Q4 is so awesome. And that is why you hear everyone talking about it. It's the prime selling time where everyone's buying. Literally everything is selling. Crazy stuff sells, you guys. Everything is selling. You can go a little higher in ranks because stuff sells like hotcakes. And so it's definitely a time that you want to be selling. If you are a new seller or just any seller who's looking to join a community, get lists of leads, personal coaching from me and other experienced Q4 sellers, I created a new selling Q4 BOLO group specific to these 16 weeks from this week all the way to December 31st, 16 weeks of BOLOs. And it's a small, limited sized group because I want the leads to be really good. I want to be able to answer any questions anyone has. So it's a group available to you if you want it, because things can get, if you don't know what you're looking for or you just need a little extra help, these BOLOs can really help direct you and honestly can probably pay for the group if you just find a couple. Here's some that I shared recently in an email if you're on my email newsletter, because these are ones I just found in the last 2 weeks, which have already sold. And they made me $400 profit, just 3 items. So what could these BOLO groups 16 week of leads help you to find? So definitely if you want to join it, I'm going to link it below and you are welcome to join it. Space is limited. There's only going to be 200 people in the group and it's going to close on September 30th or when we reach 200. So definitely join it today if you want to. And like I said, everything you spend on your business is a tax write-off at the end of the year. So if it's going to help you and you want the help, it is a valuable resource for you. And that's it. Those are the kind of must-haves or really you should probably get to make the most out of your Q4. I hope this video was helpful. Definitely subscribe if you want more content. I've got new sourcing videos coming out for the rest of the year. So thank you guys so much for watching and happy sourcing and a profitable Q4.